Oh, you guys made it.
Welcome to Critters Vlog 2. Come on in. Today, we cover another aspect of Kaidro. Kaidro Clan Battles, the game.
So first, what is Kaidro?
So Kaidro actually started out as a Webtoon series and then became a published graphic novel with storyteller Anne Macmillan. It follows the journey of Ava as a Kaidro in this hidden war between technology and spirituality.
So Ava uncovers her truth through her Kaidro abilities. And Kaidro really means somebody who's able to use source energy and take it from the astral realm and bring it into the real world. The story takes place in a war-torn world broken into factions.
It's a fast-paced multiplayer sci-fi action RPG, currently in development for Steam on PC. It has two game mode types, Bounty Hunt, which is a 3v3v3 PvPvE game mode, and Temple Sentinel PvE Horde-style mode. Both modes let you team up with friends, you battle against other players, and push back the void.
Oh, hey there.
Hi everyone.
We wanted to do a quick correction. Earlier I said that the introduction of Kaidro was through the comic for the first time to the world, but actually it was the VR game. So we made a Kaidro VR experience in 2016, 2017.
We formed partnerships with both Oculus and HTC Vive, and that allowed for us to really have this sort of mad scientist lab in our studio that was just filled with these things that allowed for us to start experimenting with building. And Peggy and I started talking to some of the partner schools around us, which was USC, Noman Art Center, and
Fullerton, yeah. Cool.
Incredible. And it allowed for us to start building the overall experience. Peggy and I started by developing art itself, and that led to a team that started building the actual assets, and also another team that started to experiment with building the actual code.
To timeline, we only had 3 months to build because VR LA was coming up, and we're like, okay, well, we gotta make that deadline, so let's figure this out. And so that led us to the character Ava in your first day at the Mech Academy. And so that's what we really wanted to share with people. And of course, you'll see a lot of Bobs in here.
Yeah, and this actually became a space in the second comic as well, when Ava really starts going to the Mech Academy for the first time. So it was really cool to see the transition of storytelling from the VR to that as well. But when we built this experience, we had the opportunity to go to VR LA. And at our first year of VR LA, which I think was 2017, this time period, we met Alienware. Alienware came by our booth, loved what we were doing, and so they decided to supply us with computers on top of what Oculus and HTC Vive were giving us. And then we went for our second year. Our second year took us to VR LA again. It took us to E3. It took us to SIGGRAPH. It took us to Comic-Con. And then, funny enough, took us to the YouTube space, like their main office basically over in Playa Vista.
One of the last things I wanted to cover too was the technology, right? So it was so experimental. They were just updating these things as we were like building. Another headset would come out. But the funny thing was, at the time, you had talked about Unreal only had a teleportation system, and that's what everybody's game was built off of.
Yeah, so we didn't want a teleportation system for our game. We wanted to create a walking mechanic. We tried all sorts of subtle little things to get like bobbing motions and overall create a pretty gentle experience for what that walking mechanic would be in that world.
Yeah, not to get too technical, but it had to do with the eye, the brain, and also like the motion, right? You get really sick from it. But also the calculations. It was like calculus that was done to get the exact kind of turns that you needed to not feel sick.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's wild experience, and just super thankful to have everyone that sponsored us during that time. All right, so that's a good view into what VR was for Kaidro initially. Let's jump back into it.
The game lets us expand the Kaidro universe. So this story happens in parallel to Ava's story in book 1. An example is that the comic is more of a passive experience, somebody can read it, while the game is a more direct experience where people get to be in the world of Kaidro. We have it where you play a clan member, and clan members do come up in the comic as well. And so it's a really interesting way for us to expand the story, the world, and again, the experience for the Kaidro fans.
And it also expands on past characters from the comics to see what they're doing off page. For example, like Huxley, Tulsun, Alabaster, Bob, they all show up in the game to aid you or further the story that's being told here.
What makes the game unique? Well, it's a 3v3v3 gameplay structure. The bounty hunt mode allows players to go into arena against 2 other teams. The combat includes melee weapons, we have ranged weapons, 2 power-ups, as well as light, medium, and heavy spark suit types. This is where it gets really unique. We have open-ended loadouts based on the playstyle, so you can mix your heavy armor with light weapons or choose faster builds. It's however you want to play it. Clan members use spark suits. That means you can have 2 abilities for your loadout. This is physical based. So the idea is that you can use missiles, shields, and boosts. The suit also affects defense, crit, and attack.
The clan members are what we like to call demi-Kaidros. They have a fraction of the astral abilities that Ava is able to channel as a Kaidro. Their spark suits amplify their abilities as they use their demi-Kaidro crystals as their core power system. As for the Spirit Guardians, you can only see your own. They're meant to guide you on your life path and also on the map in the world. And they help you channel your 2 astral abilities into the natural world. We also have 3 types of Spirit Guardians for you to pick between: defense, offense, and support. It's up to you how you mix these different abilities together between your Spirit Guardian and your spark suit.
Japan.
Let's talk about Japan.
Let's talk about it.
So Japan is a big story arc in Kaidro's development. We had to bring Peggy's mom with, and also our 11-month-old. It was going to be a 2-week business trip out there in Japan. But we also needed to make sure that our 11-month-old was safe and that Popo was safe as well while we're out there in the area.
Yeah, I mean, you can see like bits from the vlog. We vlogged every single day that we were out there, and even leading up to it, because it was such an interesting experience and event. I didn't know it was ever going to happen like this again, so we had to capture it. But it allowed us to kind of see, the things that we're going through. We met so many investors. We met so many partners. We met and we saw so much between Tokyo and
into Kyoto as well.
Yeah. So in that 2 weeks, it was insane. Took the bullet train all the way over. It was an incredible amount of travel. But at the same time, and you'll see in the footage, we were working with the Kaidro team still. So it was the website was still being built. We still had the clan comics that were being created. So we pretty much were still working full time outside of going to these meetings or going to these conventions that they had going on. Where we were able to share more of Kaidro.
Peggy and I had been developing the comics entirely ourselves through our company and our team. And so that meant there was a lot of time and sweat equity that was being put in by me and Peggy, but there was also a lot of financing that was being put in by us to the project as well. And so that when we knew we were going to take this step into developing a game, we knew we were going to need partners that were going to help carry us forward as we actually developed the product itself.
Building for the future.
That's a big part of how we think for Kaidro, is we think a lot about production capability and how to be light on your feet.
Our thing was always front-loading the work. So like Robert was saying, we built assets that went all the way through. The important thing is that it's for the future. For us, we built all these assets and they still are going to go into the next phase of this, right? So as we build out more of the animation, as we build out more of the game and more of the comics, those assets are still going to be used going forward.
I mean, in general, we're huge fans of Transmedia. And something I like to talk about a lot is, even though it may not be the best game ever, I'm a huge fan of the Matrix game that came out between Matrix 1 and 2. It did a great job of carrying story from the first movie into the second, introducing you to new characters and getting you invested into them because you had this story interaction with them. It's also like the new Hogwarts game. It just brings you into an element of that world that you already knew, but you get to hear new stories, you get to have new interactions in the space. And that was very much something we wanted with Kaidro and what we were building at this game. Even though it reflects elements of the books, reflects elements from our past games and the animation cinematics, it's its own story that it's telling about the clans and in the world of Kaidro.
I mean, it's the most technical aspect, right? It's so technical in the sense that if we could build this production model correctly, which we believe so, it means that the storytelling becomes more fluid. The story still comes through in all these different mediums, but that we have the production backing behind it to make it come to life without it being an insane amount of millions to get it done.
All right, with that, we'll see you all out on the battlefield. Wishlist Kaidro on Steam. If you pre-order Kaidro the Relic book now, you'll get a chance to play the closed beta of Kaidro Clan Battles. Also, if you pre-order now, you get a chance to be a winner of one of the 100 golden relic editions of the book, which comes with exclusive prizes Watch the book vlog for more details over here. Check out Creators Prism, our podcast where we chat with industry professionals on creative problem solving.
And you can join us on Discord where you can meet the other fans of Kaidro as well as chat with us. And lastly, if you can subscribe to us and get the latest updates for Kaidro. Okay, thanks everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.